Namaste and welcome to this abundance flow. I'm here in the Sacred Valley of Peru, so thank you so much for joining me. Please start in a comfortable seat. Your sit bones are rooted into the earth. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, arms scoop up high to the sky. Exhale, plant your left palm on the earth, side bend. Spiral your heart up towards the sky. Inhale presses you back up to center, arms reach. And then exhale, take it to the other side, spiraling your heart up towards the sky, getting that deep shoulder stretch. Inhale back to center. So taking this at your own pace, coming in between side bends. Exhale, pressing you over to one side. And then inhale back to center. And finish up your last round here, making sure that you're aware of your breath. And once you've finished, your legs are going to extend out long in front of you for staff pose. So inhale, arms lift. And then exhale, slowly fold over your legs. And then starting to move through a little bit of a dynamic here. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, folding over with a flat back. Inhale, scoops you up. And then exhale, folding over. And we'll take one last fold here, coming with a nice flat back to keep the prana moving. So inhale, halfway lifts. And then exhale, really folds over. So just bringing awareness to your spine, creating length here. And slowly start to walk yourself up out of this, pausing for a moment here. And we'll begin to get into the ankles, so pointing and flexing your toes. Option to come into some ankle circles as well, releasing any pops and cracks. And then making your way up onto all fours, moving through some gentle cat-cows. So inhale, belly lowers, gaze lifts. And then exhale, chin comes to chest, arch your spine for cat. Taking this at your own pace. And if it's accessible to you, you can go ahead and flip around your fingertips, so getting into a deep wrist stretch as well. And then flip your fingertips away from each other so your wrists are facing inwards, and then just gently rock right to left, massaging out your wrists. Option to flip one hand underneath so the back of your hand is on the earth, but putting little to no pressure here, and then switching to the other side. Sit your hips to your heels, lower down into child's pose. Tent your fingertips and then walk your fingertips over towards the right top corner of your mat, coming into a gentle side bend. And walk your hands back to center and then over towards the other side, coming into a gentle side stretch. And walking yourself back to center. Thread the needle. So inhale, gently threading your arm through. If you want to take this from tabletop, you can as well. But just coming into your version of thread the needle. So your left arm's going to scoop underneath your body. And start to release this, setting up for the other side now. Inhale, arm lifts. Exhale, threading your arm underneath. Again, you can stay in child's pose and take this, or if you want to shift your hips up, you can come into tabletop. And start to release this, meeting back in child's pose. Inhale, starting to press yourself back up into tabletop. And then exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, coming into this supported low lunge here. Inhale, arms scoop up by your ears. And then exhale, twist over towards your right side. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, twist over towards the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, stay. Cartwheel your arms down, frame your front foot, push your hips back into space, and then your front leg's going to extend, flexing your toes up towards the sky, getting this nice hamstring stretch here. And then start to walk yourself back into that low lunge. Press yourself back into tabletop, hips to heels, relax here, child's pose. Slowly start to roll yourself back up into tabletop, breath in. And then exhale, step your left foot through your hands, low lunge. Inhale, scoops your arms up. And then exhale, twist over towards your left. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, twist open here. Holding this for a few breaths. Relaxing your shoulders, tall spine. Cartwheel your arms down, frame your front foot, push your hips back into space, extend your leg straight, maybe flexing your toes. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and release this. So coming back into tabletop and then sit your hips to your heels, child's pose. Slowly starting to unfold out of this, kind of like a fern unfolding. Hips high, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out your feet here, settling in, noticing this stretch along the backs of your legs. Inhale, lift up off your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. And then gently bring your hands to your low back if this is accessible for you. We're going to be moving through some dynamic stretches here. So inhale, coming into a halfway lift, and your right hand's going to extend out in front of you. And then exhale, forward fold. Your hand's going to return back to your low back, taking it to the other side. Inhale, left arm lifts, halfway lifts. And then exhale, forward fold, arms come towards your low back. So taking this at your own pace, alternating between both arms, matching your breath to movement here. And moving through your last cycle here, we'll meet in a forward fold once you're done. And slowly starting to roll up vertebra by vertebra, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Take your time here. Palms shine forward, relax your shoulders, tall spine, breath in. Exhale, settle these energies. Just observe, notice anything that's coming up for you. Deep breath in. Your right foot is going to step back, teeing your arms, setting up for warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Deep bend in your front knee. Relax your shoulders, strong fingers here. Breathing. Really feel this expansion in your chest here, this Vyana Vayu, this abundance circulating throughout your being. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, coming to extended side angle. So your elbow is going to connect to your thigh here, spiraling your heart up towards the sky. Breathing. And then cartwheel your arms back up into a T, coming into five-pointed star. So toes are going to shift. Deep breath in, feeling this expansion in your chest. And then exhale, slowly starting to lower with the flat back down to the earth, surrendering into this wide-legged forward folds. So for your hands, option to thread your arms through your legs, or you can extend your hands out long in front of you. And slowly lifting vertebra by vertebra, making this a smooth transition into the other side. So this time, your right leg is going to be in a deep bend. Your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Again, feeling this expansion in your chest, this Vyana Vayu, this circulation. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And inhale, we'll set up for that extended side angle on the other side, spiraling your heart up towards the sky, elbows connecting to your inner thigh, calling in this abundance, enjoying this posture here. Slowly start to cartwheel your arms up, shifting your toes. We'll take that five-pointed star one more time. Inhale, deep breath. And then exhale, slowly starting to come back to the top of your mat here in mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift, heels lift. And then exhale, bend your knees, slowly starting to lower all the way down towards the earth, eventually helping yourself onto your glutes. And then lowering onto your back. If you feel like your hips are pretty warmed up by now, you can come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so bound angle pose. Soles of your feet are going to touch, knees are going to splay out, and this can just be a gentle hip opener, but always an option to skip this posture. We'll settle in here wherever you are, taking a breath in and exhale, sighing it out. Stepping into this role of the observer, Just noticing your body, noticing your awareness of your body in space. If you took this bound angle pose, help your knees back up to center, and then your knees are going to come in towards your chest. Gently lay your palms on your knees. Inhale, press your knees away from you, arms straight in. And then exhale, bend your elbows, knees come back in towards your chest. So taking this at your own pace. Inhale, press away. Exhale, press towards your chest for Apanasana. Setting up for your version of Shavasana if you want to use any of your props, if you have anything accessible. And wherever you are, we'll just go ahead and sink into the posture, bringing your awareness to this concept of abundance, what abundance looks like for you in your life. And I will leave you here for a few more minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful rest and namaste.